The following may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Valencia police officer arrested for threatening to harm his wife and child. A police officer attached to the Valencia Criminal Investigations Department has been arrested after allegedly making threats to harm his wife and their 2-year-old daughter. The woman reported to police that she was at the Sangre Grande home of her mother in the company of her daughter around 8:20 p.m. on Wednesday, when her 31-year-old husband arrived and took the child away. She said she called him on his cell phone, and during the conversation he made threats to erase her and the child. A report was made to the Sangre Grande police station, and an investigation was launched into the incident. The suspect was later arrested by officers of the Gender-Based Violence Unit. Man shot at JMV supermarket robbery in Felicity. A 52-year-old Felicity man who went to buy a loaf of bread in a supermarket near his home was shot by robbers just before 4 p.m. on Thursday. Mahesh Ramprasad of Kankadi Road was shot on the left side of his waist during a robbery when he went to the JMV supermarket. 2 of the robbers escaped after getting into a car parked nearby on Kankadi Road. It was unclear whether they stole anything. Police arrived on the scene within 15 minutes of being called, but eyewitnesses said that the ambulance was too far away to render assistance. Ramprasad was taken to the Chaguanas Health Center in the back of a pickup. Residents report that the supermarket has been robbed on numerous occasions in the past. Police were able to receive CCTV footage of at least one of the robbers.
Shooting in Felicity at present. JMV supermarket, 2 men and a wagon.
Right here. Right inside. Come on. Okay. Mary.
What's your name, Doc? What's your name? Once you are bleeding too much, you will be okay. Man just shot in Felicity. JMV supermarket, Kakani Road, Felicity. Mahesh Ramprasad, 52.
Sit down flat. Who going again? Carry on, hold on, brother, in case. Hey, put out right here.
Came to buy a bread.
Elderly man erased at home in Penal.
Good morning to everybody. We have a little incident happen here this morning where my father-in-law got shot. 3 gunmen came into our house and they just rafted him and they shoot him. This is him lie down here. To all who seen this video, please share this video and help us get justice. We had contacted the police a couple of weeks back stating that the neighbor is giving us some problems. Some years now, and this was the outcome. We contacted Ian Allen, which he never came to us as yet. This is the incident happened here inside of our house. About 20 police, we called all these stations and nobody reached here as yet. This happened around 6 o'clock. It's only 26 minutes past 6 and nothing entered here yet, not even the station entered here, no ambulance, nothing. And we contacted everybody and everybody know what was the situation going on over here, and not a single soul never came until this day. And now what you going? What you going? Right? This is his grandchildren here. What them going to do? This is the wife. What's she going to do? What will be the outcome of this? Right? The man was going to work this morning and Panda just came in and just rubbed. Them never really take anything to say per se. It's personal stuff. The man wasn't giving them no pressure, no trouble or nothing, and they just came into our house. They shoot the man. The man just said, all they want, just take and go. We don't have nothing. We don't really have nothing. Just take it and go. And they shoot the man. Please, whoever seen this, just help us and give us some justice, please. Right now, everybody just lifeless. Everybody's not speaking. We just...
'Laventille man in serious condition at hospital after being shot by unknown assailants. Police said a 44-year-old man is warded in serious condition after he was shot last night. The victim told police that around 8 p.m. he was standing along the roadway of Maplands, Laventille, when a wagon-type motor vehicle pulled up alongside him. He saw a man sitting in the car holding a long object which was pointed at him. Fearful for his life, he immediately attempted to flee. He heard several explosions and felt a burning sensation in his right hand. The vehicle then drove off. The police and paramedics were notified, and the injured man was taken to the Port of Spain General Hospital. A team of officers led by Corporal Julian and PC Chinper from the Beeson Street Police Station responded and are continuing inquiries. More on this as it becomes available. Penal housekeeper charged with $124,000 ATM fraud. A 45-year-old woman from Penal has been charged with 68 counts of fraudulent use of an ABM card in sums totaling $124,060. Kaluti Jadunanan Maharaj, a domestic worker of Penal, was charged with the offences by officers of the fraud squad on Wednesday. Police reported that in April, the victim reported that after she could not locate her ABM card, she contacted her bank and was given a statement of her account. The statement revealed that during the period June 2020 and February 2021, in Debi and environs, sums totaling $124,764 were withdrawn from her bank account with the use of an ABM card without her knowledge. An exercise coordinated by Senior Superintendent Arlette Grome and Superintendent Rubin, supervised by Inspector A.G. Bachu and Sergeant C. Prasad, and including Corporal A.G. Lewis, Corporal A.G. Ramdial, and other officers of the Fraud Squad South Office, was conducted in the Southwestern Division on Tuesday. Maharaj was arrested during the exercise, and charges were laid by WPC Siddhar Sinarin of the Fraud Squad. She was expected to appear before a superior magistrate on Thursday to answer to the charges. Cop&2Women charged with conspiracy to murder ambulance driver. A police officer and 2 women appeared before a Sangre Grande magistrate on Wednesday to answer to several charges, among them conspiracy to murder. PC Randolph D'Andrade, a Matelot police officer, Laura Roberts, 33, from Sangre Grande, and Chantel Lopez, 26, from Arima, were all slapped with the charges by Corporal Guy of the Sangre Grande CID. They include robbery with aggravation and malicious damage. Police said that around 8:30 p.m. on August 5th, a 38-year-old ambulance driver from Babulal, Thre, Sangre, Quito, was at home when he was visited by an estranged lover, allegedly one of the 2 women. The man agreed to give the 2 women a lift to Sangre Grande in his car, which he said cost $40,000. About 20 minutes later, at Adolphus Cox Circular, Sangre Grande, he stopped the car to let the women out. One woman grabbed him and the other, armed with a needle containing a chemical substance, stuck him in the neck. The driver feared for his life and got out of the car and flagged down a silver Nissan Tida. The women slammed the driver's car into the Tida, then drove off. The driver was taken to the Sangre Grande police station, where he made a report, and an all-points bulletin was put out for the car. Police eventually found it burnt and abandoned on Clark Trace Plum Road, Manzanilla. Both women were eventually found and arrested, and their arrest led to the arrest of D'Andrade. They were charged based on the advice given by the Director of Public Prosecutions, Joan Honor Paul. A shipment of the 305,370 doses of the Pfizer BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine donated by the U.S. government has arrived. The Ministry of Health shared photos of the flight and offloading and checking of the vaccines, which were delivered following an announcement by the U.S. administration. Health Minister Terence Dale Singh said there are some requirements to keep the vaccines chilled and stored correctly prior to use. He said once the vaccines are prepared for use, they must be used within 30 days. Dale Singh said once arrangements have been made with the Ministry of Education, there are plans to begin administering the vaccine to students within the coming weeks. If all goes well, we want to start administering the vaccines next week, early next week, but we have to pre-plan, he said. He also said a technical meeting was being held with the Education Ministry and other stakeholders today to discuss logistics. He said alternative sites might be used for student vaccinations to keep the process organized. Minister of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs, Amory Brown, said this constitutes the largest consignment of donated vaccines to arrive in Trinidad and Tobago since the inception of the COVID-19 pandemic. The U.S. government said it has committed to donating 908,000 doses to Trinidad and Tobago, which consists of 77% of all vaccines donated since delivery started in February. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley previously stated that any Pfizer vaccines received by the country would be used for vaccinating students, as Pfizer is currently the only vaccine approved for use for children 12 years and up. In an announcement Wednesday, The U.S. government said it will deliver a total of nearly 837,000 Pfizer vaccines to Caribbean nations, as the region with limited resources struggles with a spike in COVID-19 cases and reports of several anti-vaccination protests. The Bahamas will receive 397,000 doses, followed by Trinidad and Tobago with more than 305,000 doses. Barbados will receive 70,200 doses, while 35,100 are slated for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, 17,550 for Antigua, and 11,700 for St. Kitts and Nevis. Opposition leader Kamla Bissessar receives first dose of AstraZeneca vaccine. Opposition leader Kamla Prasad Bissessar received her first dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine at the Diwali Nagar mass vaccination site in Chaguanas on Thursday. UNC pro Kirk Magoo confirmed that Prasad Bissessar received the vaccination. Members of the media were not invited to cover the event. A 33-year-old Princestown woman Rachel Bridge reported missing. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service TTPS is seeking the public's urgent assistance to locate 33-year-old Rachel Bridge of Eyre Village, Princestown. Rachel was last seen around 7:30 a.m. on Tuesday and was reported missing to the Princestown Police Station on Thursday. Rachel is of East Indian descent, brown in complexion, 5 feet 8 inches tall, slim-built, with long black hair. She was last seen wearing long blue jeans pants and a t-shirt. Anyone with information on Rachel's disappearance is asked to contact Princestown Police at 655-2231 or Crime Stoppers at 800-TIPS. Police can also be contacted at 555-999 or 911. In addition, information can be shared via the TTPS app. Runaway teen Janice Price missing for the third time in 5 months. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service TTPS is seeking the public's urgent assistance to locate a 15-year-old girl who recently went missing. Janice Price of Caratal Road, Kumoto, was last seen around 9:30 a.m. on August 6, 2021, wearing a gray t-shirt, blue jeans, and a pair of black slippers. The teenager is described as being of mixed descent, slim-built, 5 feet 3 inches tall, and brown in complexion, with curly long black hair, brown eyes, and a long face. This is the third time Janice has been reported missing in a matter of months. Her mother previously reported her disappearance to the police on March 13. She was reported missing again on July 20. Anyone with information on Janice's whereabouts is urged to contact the Kumoto Police Station at 643-9357 or 643-9000 or the police hotlines at 999 or 555. A report can also be filed via the TTPS website or app. Why hasn't anyone been charged with harboring this out-of-control teen? It's absolutely ridiculous.